Welcome to the first ever Sunny Awards, where we will take a look into this year's nominees and I will give you my predictions on who will be taking home the awards. I'm your host, Sunny Faustino, and today we'll be taking a look into the 96th Academy Awards, which will be held this Sunday, March 10th, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel. I think it's important to address this will be the first Oscar Awards ceremony held after the Writers Guild of America and SAG-AFTRA strikes of 2023. Thus, I expect comments and jokes on the matter, as it marks the beginning of new deals between studios and artists looking to pursue big-budget productions. Nevertheless, let's get started with this year's predictions. I want to kick things off with Best International Feature, as I won't lie, I'm a little bit torn on this category, but ultimately, I've narrowed it down to Society of the Snow. Society of the Snow, directed by J.A. Bayona, set in 1972, is based on a real-life tragedy. The movie follows an Uruguayan flight that crashes in the heart of the Andes, forcing survivors to become each other's best hope. Bayona presents the audience with top-notch visual effects, a gripping drama with masterful technical skills to bear a tragedy, but at the expense of a simple and powerful message. Besides the beautiful cast of Argentine and Uruguayan newcomers, I believe the movie could be a strong competitor after winning 12 awards, including Best Picture and Best Director at the 38th Goya Awards. But let's get a little animated with this next award. And I don't think it's a surprise that I'm picking Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse to win the Best Animated Feature. Directed by Joaquin dos Santos, the movie is a sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, set a shared multiverse and alternate universes called Spider-Verse. The return of Miles Morales is a blessing in the world of animation, along with visible improvements in texture and presentation of the graphics and VFX of the feature. I have to point out the role of Oscar Isaac as Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. It's great to see him work with this turbulent character as he continues showing his range as an actor. We might not see his face, but we can feel the effort in making the villain likable, so that the public can understand his struggles. But now, let's focus on the women in the cinema this year. I think there are some strong contenders for Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress. And with that being said, I anticipate Lillian Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon and Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers to take home the respective awards. Lily Gladstone is an American actress raised in the Blackfeet Reservation in Browning, Montana. She's of Piegan Blackfeet, Near Spears, and European heritage. She became the first Native American to win the Golden Globe Award and SAG Award for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, and that deserves recognition. Her portrayal of Molly Kyle, a survivor of the Osage Indian murders, showcases the trend of representation of minority groups that should be presented in the media. I wish to see her more in serious roles, as she is an up-and-coming talent that deserves more attention. Divine Jane Randolph is one of my favorite actors so far, in the trend of new Hollywood names. She's an American actress who first got a recognition in the Broadway production of Ghost in 2012, and it's funny to me that she got acclaimed for her role as a grieving mother in Alexander Payne's The Holdovers right after the critical bomb that was Sam Levinson's The Idol. Talk about a phoenix returning from the ashes. Randolph received numerous nominations for her role in Holdovers, including winning both Golden Globes and SAG Award for Best Supporting Actress. Her performance is wonderful, conveying emotions that no words could ever do. But switching the gears for just a bit, I want to discuss one of the hot topics that pertains this year's Oscars, Barbie. Released in the theaters on July 21st, the film ranked at $1.4 billion at the box office, thanks to the studded cast led by Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, Kate McKinnon, as well as the masterful directorial work of Greta Gerwig. However, when Oscars nominations were announced, fans were outraged to find Gerwig not listed for Best Director and Robbie in not contention for Best Actress, whereas Gosling was on the ballot for Best Actor. Which to me is just interesting because it was one of the biggest best-selling pictures of the year, so why not have them? I don't know. Back to the awards, I have Yorgos Lanthimos taking home Best Director for Poor Things. Poor Things is Lanthimos' ninth feature film, and it follows the resurrection of Bella Baxter, a young woman in Victorian London. After a brain transplant, Baxter embarks on an odyssey of self-discovery. The movie is a dark comedy with steampunk themes and surrealistic cinematography that could easily fit into a Salvador Dali painting. Lanthimos managed to bring to life a concept so exquisite and imaginative that opened the room for future filmmakers to explore their creativity and the limits of filmmaking in times which storytelling became so formulaic and squared. Amidst the defiance of convention, that is why I believe he deserves the Best Director award. And to close it off, the first ever Sunny Awards, as many may agree, I do see Oppenheimer winning Best Picture for the Academy Awards. I have not only the film taking home Best Feature, but I'm also predicting Cillian Murphy win Best Actor and Robert Downey Jr. to win Best Supporting Actor. How to reconcile a marriage, an affair with a communist lover, and the conception of the Manhattan Project while still facing the consequences of war. Based on the 2005 biography American Prometheus by Kai Birds and Martin J. Sherwin, the film chronicles the life and career of J. Robert Oppenheimer, his family dramas, and how it intertwined with the desires of a scientist so ambitious yet so conscious during his direction of the Los Alamos Laboratory mid-World War II. Christopher Nolan manages to tell a story so compelling yet so philosophical, in which the dilemmas are at complete high stakes, leaving a virtuoso like Cillian Murphy to assemble the visual narrative. Cillian Murphy gained greater prominence as Thomas Shelby in the BBC show Peaky Blinders. However, Murphy's Christopher Nolan's boy. He represents this great generation of actors that are directly attached to their directorial counterparts. We have seen them working together in Batman Begins, Inception, Dunkirk, and now Oppenheimer, a combination meant for greatness. His performance as Oppenheimer was so unique. He managed to lose a significant amount of weight, taking inspiration from David Bowie's appearance in the 70s. He is compelling, enigmatic. You see in his eyes the inner struggles of the character within the conundrum of putting a weapon so deadly yet so powerful that only an actor with such expressive features like Murphy could pull it off. Now, come on, it's Robert Downey Jr. He has been in the industry for more than 30 years and never managed to get a nomination. After his tenure in Marvel Studios, it's great to see him pivoting to roles to leave behind the notion of the playboy millionaire attached to his figure, and by that, he managed to reinvent himself as a serious actor that can be looked upon by the Academy. Though he had previously done it in his role in Sherlock Holmes in the early 2000s, I believe this is the first time in years since he approached an independent feature with a goal of achieving greatness. I want to thank you for tuning in for the first annual Sunny Awards. I am incredibly excited to see who will come out on top this year. And be sure to tune in at the Academy Awards this Sunday, March 10th at a new time at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This has been Sunny Faustino, and we'll see you in the next one.